I look at Kevin Spacey and I see a guy, life ruined. He's got no money left, apparently, it came out in court. He's got no career. No one will hire him. Everyone dropped him like a sack of spuds. Social media persecutes him mercilessly, convicts him, and so on. What does it say about our society that this guy turns out to have been innocent of all charges, but is dead and buried in terms of his career?
I don't know if it says something about our society. You know, these cases are complicated. They're always incredibly complicated because they often boil down to he said, she said. Obviously, it is incredibly important to maintain this idea of innocent and proven guilty until proven guilty.
But I'm talking about
you
the
don't know
way social media
what's kind of been being discussed behind the scenes. What, you know, if people say he's not going to work again, what, you know, there's always this idea of there are people who it's an open secret that they do X or Y, or they're a bit inappropriate.
Look, I'm talking specifically about the court of public opinion fueled on social media, which is so merciless that it makes people so damaged by the end of it.
As well as I do, Piers, that is what happens when you put yourself into the public eye. You know, there are going to be people who are going to want to take you down. And, you know, we have a legal system for this reason. It's to try and get to the truth at the bottom of some of these allegations, to make sure that people are, that these things legally at least do abide by the principle of innocent until proven guilty. There's nothing you can do short of literally censoring free speech to stop public figures from being attacked.
Well, actually, what you can do, Esther, I mean, I saw that on the Hugh Edwards story, for example, when a lot of other BBC male presenters started being inaccurately accused of being that person, you know, Jeremy Vine was one of the people who took legal action against one of these people and actually did make the person pay £1,000 to a charity. Maybe public figures just do need to start suing people on social media on a regular basis to make them realise you can't just say everything you want when you feel like it. Particularly when someone's facing a trial that could be the end of their entire careers.
Well, that's certainly part of it, but I think two things need to be done here. One, if a claimant in a case like this has been proven to be a liar, they need to be prosecuted. We really need to tighten the laws on these things because these acutely affect people that are in the public eye.
If
it's proven, because it's difficult, because then you don't want to disincentivize people that have genuinely been abused.
That's
what I say.
Social media companies do not abide by the same regulations that, say, the print media do or broadcast media do, and it's a massive problem.
Well, they don't abide by really any regulation.
Well, that's because they're platforms, not publishers.
Yeah, but I think it's insane. They are publishers, and they should be treated as publishers.
But is that not censoring free speech? Are we not on uncensored?
Douglas, you want to come in?
I need to make a point about this because actually this isn't just about social media, it's also about the media. The media went huge internationally when Anthony Rapp made his initial provably false allegation about Kevin Spacey. The international media around the world went huge on that allegation. It was only an allegation. Now, of course, social media then whipped it along and made it even worse and made his career even more in tatters. But if you look at the fact, how many viewers know that Kevin Spacey was exonerated last year in the US courts on the Anthony Rapp charges? This is a fault of the media as well. The media very often whip along the initial claims and do not cover the subsequent judicial findings. And that is a major problem of the media, not just of social media.
I think that's
actually legit because a lot of the media doesn't cover things that they consider to be boring. And that's like a massive problem. We have this media that's driven by like clicks.
Well, I mean, we can blame the media, but I think the bigger conversation is culture, right? Just for every person that is saying that Kevin Spacey was guilty, there needs to be 10 people saying, wait until he has been proven guilty. We don't see that on social media. And the reason for it is because we are so averse to seeing someone being accused of sexual assault, not fraud or other crimes, that they are automatically assumed to be guilty. For every person that said Kevin Spacey was guilty, there should have been 10 people saying, wait until he's been proven guilty. That's the problem.
Can I add one other thing?
Yeah.
One other thing, if I may, which is that the problem of this is the social media thing is you have rapacious hordes of people who want to demonstrate their ostentatious horror and apparent virtue by standing as being opponents of the claim. But you do not find rapacious hordes of people going around social media trying to show that people are innocent. We only have the culture of accusation.
It is the Salem witch trials. It is. And it's McCarthyite, and it's horrible, and it's out of control. And as more and more people go onto social media, it just gets worse and worse. And I think something has to give. These tech companies have to be held more accountable for what they allow to be published on their platforms.
I don't actually know what stance you took on this issue, Piers, so can you remind me? But when it's like Donald Trump was banned from Twitter. What was your view on that?
I don't think he should have been.
Well, I mean, where are we supposed to draw the line here? You know,
I don't think
if
you should
we're
be banning any president of the United
If we're
States.
giving, you know, unlimited power.
Well, I don't think
basically,
you should be
to these
banning-
things,
well,
I actually don't think that.
let me
Really,
explain.
most of these people should. I didn't think
Look,
Trump
I think
was
it's a
bad.
different
I didn't
case,
think
but
Elon Musk should have that much power.
My argument was, if you're going to allow the Ayatollah of Iran and the Taliban and Vladimir Putin to have Twitter accounts, you can't remove
But
Donald
who
Trump.
decides? You know, if someone says Trump's done
right,
hate
let me-
speech,
I
personally don't think Elon Musk, a private billionaire who's, you know, a weird guy, should be given that much power.
Well,
Chris,
he's allowed to.
like-
If you pay 44 billion, you can do what you
What
like.
a banal
I'll change it.
Oh, really? Can you? You can do what you like.
Very
You can
quick-
say what you like if you have enough money,
Just
right?
said that to wind you up, and it worked.